In this video, I will show you how to create and modify floors and surfaces in Sweet Home 3D. Let's start with the automatic method. Go to the toolbar, select Create Walls button, and draw 4 walls to create a closed space. Make sure the wall outline is fully closed. To create a floor inside this room, go back to the toolbar and click Create Rooms button. Now double-click inside the enclosed area. And Sweet Home 3D automatically creates a floor surface. If you zoom in, you can see that the floor edges will match the inside faces of the surrounding walls. If you want the floor to reach the outside wall edges instead, select the floor and drag its corner points to the outer wall corners. The corner will snap automatically when the blue guide circle appears. Just release the mouse button and repeat the same process on the other corners. It's good to know that this automatic room tool works with any fully enclosed wall space, not just rectangles. If a room cannot be created, check for small gaps between the walls. Besides automatic creation, you can also draw floors manually. This method is useful when you want to start with a foundation or a custom surface. To create a floor manually, just go back to the toolbar, click Create Rooms, then click on your plan with your left mouse button. Just keep clicking to place new points. Each click adds a new corner to your floor. If you want to disable auto snapping, just press and hold the Alt key. Or turn off the magnetism tool in the toolbar. To stop drawing, press the Escape key. You can also add new points later to your floor. Just click on the Select tool in the toolbar and right-click on the edge of your floor. And select Add Point to Room. The software will create a new point where you have clicked with your mouse. Besides the edges, you can also create a new point inside the floor area. If you need precise measurements, you can also create a floor with exact dimensions. To do this, select Create Rooms tool, click with your left mouse button, then press the Enter key. Now enter the edge length, press down arrow key, and set your desired angle. Then press Enter. Repeat for the remaining edges. This method allows you to create accurately sized floor surfaces. You can create walls around an existing floor. To do this, go to the toolbar, click Create Walls button, then double-click the floor with the left mouse button. Sweet Home 3D creates walls around the selected floors automatically. The wall thickness and wall height are based on your preferences settings. You can also draw walls directly on top of a floor. If you want to start with a foundation first, then select Create Rooms tool and draw a foundation with your desired dimensions. Once it's done, select Create Walls tool in the toolbar and just double-click on the surface. Alternatively, you can also create a wall around your foundation manually. To do this, just click on its corners and draw 4 walls. Once it's done, double-click on the starting point. Zoom in and select the floor. You can see that the wall's center line will follow the floor edge. If you want the foundation to match the outside of the walls, you need to adjust either the walls or the foundation. To get accurate dimensions, remember to account the wall thickness when drawing the foundation. If you want to modify your floor, just double-click it with the left mouse button. This will open the Modify Rooms window. Here, you can enter a room name. Then click OK. This room name and the area label can be moved independently on the plan. Just grab the text with this plus sign and move it away. If you don't need these labels, just double-click on the floor, delete the name, and uncheck this Display Area checkbox. Then click OK. Now double-click on your floor again. In this section, you can add solid colors or textures to your room. Select Texture and click this button. Then choose a material from this texture list and click OK twice. Double-click the floor again. In the ceiling section, you can create a ceiling above your room. To do this, just enable Display Ceiling, and below, you can add solid colors or textures to your ceiling. Just select Texture, click on this button, and select a material from this texture list. Once it's done, click OK twice. In the 3D view, you can tell that the room has a ceiling when you select it, because the ceiling edges are displayed as a blue outline. If you turn off ceiling, this blue line disappears. Besides these blue edges, the ceilings are completely invisible in this view in the 3D window. If you want to check your ceiling, then right-click in your 3D view and select Virtual Visit. Then zoom out in the 2D view, find this visitor icon, and move your visitor inside the room. As the next step, press and hold the left mouse button in the 3D view to adjust the camera angle. Now the ceiling is disabled. To enable it, just double-click on the floor, check this checkbox, and click OK. Now go back to the 3D view, right-click, and choose Aerial View. Select the floor again, and take a closer look at these sections where you can add colors, textures, or even baseboards to your surrounding walls. For example, select Texture, click this button, and select a wall material. Then click OK. If you want to add the baseboards to your wall, just enable this function, select your color or texture, then click OK twice. This function allows you to quickly style the entire room. You can also modify several floors at the same time. Just select multiple floors, hold down the Shift key, and click with the left mouse button. Right-click with your mouse, and select Modify Rooms. In this window, any changes you make will be applied to all selected floors. After the changes, just keep clicking OK. If you want to hide your floor for some reason, just double-click it and uncheck this checkbox here. Now your floor is still exists on the plan, but it's completely invisible. It's also good to know that a new floor can be drawn on a top of an existing one. Just select Create Rooms button and double-click inside the rooms. Now select the floors you want to modify, then right-click, Modify Rooms, click this button, select the texture, then click OK twice. In this way, the original floor is still exists and it can be found under the new floors. If you want to create a new floor inside this area, then just select it, delete it, click Create Rooms, and double-click it inside the enclosed area. Keep in mind that recreating a floor means you will need to reapply the textures, name, and other settings. Sometimes a room contains different flooring materials. For example, wood flooring in the living area and tiles in the kitchen area. It's good to know that you can use two different floors in the same room. For example, if you want a different material in this corner, then go to the toolbar, click Create Rooms button, and create a new floor above the existing one. Once it's done, double-click it and apply a different texture on it. Then click OK twice. There is another way, as you can create a temporary wall between the materials. It can be especially useful if you need a curved floor area. To do this, select Create Walls tool, then draw a wall segment. Before clicking the endpoint, hold down the Ctrl key, click the left mouse button, and move your mouse. If you need a specific arc extent, you can even press Enter and set it manually. Once it's done, just press Enter. And finally, press Escape. As the next step, select Create Rooms and double-click inside this enclosed area. Apply a new texture on this floor. Select Texture, click this button, select the texture from the list, then click OK twice. As the final step, select and delete this wall. Since the shape of the original floor remained unchanged, These value settings also remain unchanged as well. If you want the software to calculate the correct value for you, then you have to reshape the original floor. To do this, just zoom in, click on its edge with the left mouse button, and select and point the room. Repeat the same on this point here. And as the final step, move this corner to the opposite corner of this rectangle. Once your cursor snaps to the corner, release the left mouse button. As you can see, this value decreased by this area. Since a room object is simply a closed polygon, it can be used for much more than rooms. For example, just click Create Rooms button and create a large floor around your building. Then double click it and add the grass texture to it. Then click OK twice. You can also add the pavement around the house. Double click it. Go to texture and apply a stone texture on it. Then click OK twice. As the final step, create a new floor. Double click, select texture, and apply a water texture or a solid blue color on it. When several floors occupy the same elevation, they overlap each other. Not in the 3D view. In the 3D view, the edges become visible. If you want to move a floor to the top, just select it, cut it, and paste it. If you can select the floor, just select all and deselect the other floors and walls. Then cut it and paste it again. And here's another trick. You can also create circular or curved surfaces. This is great for rugs, ponds, or decorative floor areas. To do this, just go to the toolbar, click Create Walls button, start drawing a wall, hold down the Ctrl key, click the left mouse button 3 times without moving your mouse, then draw back to the original starting point, double click the left mouse button twice. In this way, you have created a perfect circular wall. Now select Create Rooms and double click inside this area. Once it's done, just delete the walls. This technique also works for any other custom curved shapes. To continue learning, check out the next video here. And if you are new, start with the beginner course playlist.